Michelle. It's a better movie.
Yeah, it does look like a better movie. But as all horror movie trailers should have, there is a jump scare.
There is a jump scare. It's a really good, God, everyone please watch a trailer. It is actually a really good ghost movie.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I did not like the jump scare.
I'm so glad because I don't have time to tell you about that, but I really wanted you to know that it had happened.
Yes. Amanda saw my physical retraction from the area.
Several times. Yay. Okay, there's a lot to cover here, so let's get into it. Hello everyone and welcome to Tales of Our Times. This is a show where we discuss the stories that move us, what makes them so meaningful, and why others could or should find them interesting, except for this month when we are doing Fall Freakout. And instead of talking about, I guess they're still moving. They're moving us towards fear.
Yes.
We're discussing scary movies made in Taiwan. Me and this month's official co-host, Michelle Chiang.
Yes, hello. Moving my bowel movements.
I cover the scary supernatural, and Michelle covers the scary human aspect and the things that I can't watch, basically.
Yep.
And we are trying to put a focus on Taiwanese film in general. Produced, written, or inspired by things that happen in Taiwan. That's our goal here today. Now, today's movie is called Ghost Bridge. Nope, I always mess it up because the Chinese name is Female Ghost Bridge.
Yes.
The English name is Bridge Curse.
Okay.
Which doesn't give away the ghost as much as the last one did, but like you can see where it's going. It's in the vein of like a wronged woman who comes back, like The Grudge, like all these kind of things, and they like hurt people. So for cultural necessities in the West, we view the church as the opposite to kind of like all these hell things. And that is actually pretty similar to here in Taiwan, but it is shifted to like Buddhist or Taoist monks. And while it doesn't have a huge presence, the like church quote here would be, they do talk to a Taoist monk. I sent you a quote from him because it was gold.
It was gold.
It was gold. And the way that they seal ghosts away, which will become relevant in like 1 minute when it gets broken, is by literally putting down like a paper seal. And these are usually red or yellow or white. And it's very clearly coded as like ghost seal, supernatural seal, do not break. And so that is like a piece of paper that has been written on by a monk. And it doesn't have to be like a pope or anything. It's just somebody who works for the temple in this case. And they write a seal that's basically like, get the heck out of here, ghost. And they stick it on a place and then you do not touch it. And if you do touch it, it opens up the gates.
Let's jump in.
Let's jump in. It's going to be a long one. Suicide warning and drowning warning and ghost warning. This is going to pop up a lot, and a minor assault warning, but it's just in passing. Okay, so two things up front just about the movie. This is a multiple timeline found footage movie. The main story happens in 2012, and it is involving an incident where a student bravery test put on by the student council results in deaths. 5 supposed suicide drownings, but we know it's actually like ghost messing aroundness. Okay, the students in this film are Wan Yao, Te Chuan, Yu Qing, San Yu, Qing Shi, and Song Ge. The framing narrative for this is a reporter and her one cameraman who are investigating this bridge curse incident in 2020 when the film was released. So, starting in the past, there is a legend about a haunted bridge. It's one of those old Taiwanese like stone and wood bridges on some university that a girl was supposed to like run away with her boyfriend. She waited for him all day there and he never showed up. So she committed suicide by jumping off the bridge and drowning in the lake. The curse is that if students walk up the stairs at the end of the bridge at night, if a 14th step appears, do not look behind you or the ghost will be right there. Exploiting this, these 5 students from the past have decided to plan like a hazing thing for the seniors at their university where they are staging the ghost curse. They don't believe in it clearly. And so they are inviting students. They have like a fake ghost setup that's going to drop from a tree. When students walk to the end of it and prove your bravery while you're being filmed, they are advertising this and they're going to film it to get people to sign up. They go set it up. And while they're looking around, Qingshi, the streamer, like feels around the bridge. She sees something weird and she pulls off this like weird yellow paper. And she's like, wow, that's so weird. I wonder why that's here. But she like pockets it because everybody's like, okay, the setup is ready. And she's like, I'm the filmer because Qingshi is a streamer.
Okay.
This is where the film footage comes in. You don't see what she just did with her film, but you see the event, like what follows is the very first thing you see in the movie. Mm-hmm. They make Wen Yao sit and do it, because they need to show somebody like what you're going to be doing, right? So he's scared out of his mind. They basically show, here's what you're going to do. Don't count, just go up. But he does, and so they try to stop him when he gets to 14. They run after him. They get up to the top of the stairs when the folding chair that they had there throws itself basically off the bridge. They all look back and realize that they have just activated the bridge curse on themselves. Worse than that, their friend, Wen Yao, is gone. He's like disappeared.
I don't like it already.
A fake ghost falls and scares the heck out of them, so they all run away. Their friend Wen Yao comes out, and he triggered the ghost as revenge for them making him do the curse. So he's laughing at them. That was super rude of you. I really got you. Suddenly, I got a phone call from the ghost. Oh no. And I dropped my phone down the stairs behind me, and it's 2012 and it's an iPhone, so it's really expensive and I really need it back. His phone,
mm-hmm.
He doesn't.
Oh.
He backs down the stairs because he knows.
He knows.
And he can hear his phone ringing. He gets down there and he's like, oh, I don't know where it is. I can't find it. So then he says, hey, Siri, turn the screen brightness up 100%. So he can see it, and he's seeing the reflection in his glasses. So he's feeling behind him. He's not turning around. He's not turning around. Then it gets dimmer and he starts panicking, and there's a ghost foot on the phone. A ghost kills him. He's ghosted. He's gone. Oh. Wen Yao was so smart. It wasn't his fault, but he got ghosted. Flash forward, the reporter and her cameraman are planning to film the ritual at midnight for their report. They ask a security guard for information, and he tells them like, oh, it's a shame that 5 students committed suicide back in 2016 by drowning, and they were found scattered all over the school. So that was weird. But it's also weird because the bad dorms, which I don't know what they are, but they were really bad dorms, and the bridge had already been cordoned off for years when that had happened in 2016. The reporter, she has a friend who's like, hey, I asked that monk about what's going on here. Here's what he said. And it's another like footage moment where the monk in the video tells us while he's doing a purification ritual over at the temple during this, that like, oh, that ghost, she's looking for a replacement. And she has killed and she will kill again. Today's February 29th. The bad vibes are the thickest today. End quote.
Okay.
And then he screams at them to run away. They don't. They start looking at security camera footage from the day of the incident, and we flash back to the students. And the students have split up. So of the 5 remaining students, 3 are in the bad dorms where they ostensibly live, which is weird. I think they live there, so I don't know what's going on. And then 2 have gone to the security officer's room because they realized Wen Yao was missing.
Yeah.
Now, before I go further, you need to know the student drama that's happening between these kids. Because they're in college, so there's drama.
Of course.
Okay? It seems like Wen Yao was not a part of this, and that's probably why he had to go first, because he was pure of heart. So, purer of heart. All these kids are in the student council, or maybe they are the student council itself. Yu Qing has a crush on Song Ge, nicknamed Ge, and everyone knows they're going to get together. Yu Qing is also best friends with Qingshi. Qingshi and Yu Qing came to university together, so they're best friends. Now, Qingshi also was dating Taichuan, but they had a bad breakup. And so now he's dating San Nu. But they're kind of dating in secret because of his bad breakup with Qingshi.
Yeah.
We never see it. We never hear what was said. It's implied that it was just like it didn't go very well. Taichuan is like, he's a nice guy, but he's more of like the hunk.
I see. So we got goofball, we got class clown, and we have like a jock dude.
It won't matter soon because there will only be one of them left. But we need to know right now that this is the situation we're in. It's going to get simpler as I go on because they're going to lose them, but that's the drama. At the dorms, we have Yu Qing, Qingshi, and Song Ge. The girls, the besties, are in the dorm, and Qingshi is kind of giving Yu Qing grief. She's teasing her about the boy she likes, but he's been gone for a while. So she texts him. We find out Gaga is in the bathroom. He's like, he's just in there. And he's like, oh, wow, she likes me. Uh-oh. Suddenly, someone is pounding on the door. It's the ghost. He runs out. No one's there. As he goes out, he hears water. All the sinks are flooding.
Oh, of course.
He turns them all off. He turns around, and a bucket suddenly like appears in front of him, and is like, oh God, that's so bad. And he looks inside, it's a full bucket, and then a ghost hand pops up and drowns this man in a bucket of water on the ground of the bathroom. He's dead now. So we cut back to the best friends in the dorm. But now Qingshi is like, I have to go to the bathroom really bad and I'm scared to go by myself. So she convinces her best friend to go with her. They go to the bathroom and Yu Qing is constantly scaring Qingshi because she was teasing her about her crush.
Yeah.
So she's trying to get back at her, but like Qingshi is like actually scared because she started being haunted. She starts getting ghosted in the bathroom, runs out. Yu Qing scares her and she's like, well, were you here earlier? And Yu Qing is like, no.
What are you talking
So
about?
Qingshi is like, I'm washing my hands, I'm out. But her best friend is like, I'm going to find out who's here because otherwise I won't be able to sleep. Because again, they live in these bad dorms.
Yeah.
So I understand her point of view, but then you should just leave.
You? What do you think?
I just go somewhere else, go anywhere else. So anyway, she's there. She also doesn't know she's by herself.
Oh.
Like both of these best friends didn't leave each other intentionally. They believe that the other person is like right behind them or like around the corner.
Right.
They don't think that they're actually like isolated. So she's like kicking down the doors. She gets to the last one and there's blood on her hand. Can't wash it off. She's begging Qingshi to come back. When behind her, she sees messed up Gaga. And she like figures out really fast this is wrong. She runs down the hallway screaming. Qingshi tried to run back to their dorm room. And when she does, she starts getting haunted. So she jumps up into the top bunk and hides under a blanket. Very natural. It works very well until blood starts dripping from the ceiling.
Oh, no.
As she looks up,
Oh, no.
and the ghost is like there. She's on the top bunk. So she throws herself off the bunk, messes up her foot. The best friends meet up running for their lives. So the besties run down the stairs. You may have forgot that we actually had a reporter also in this story. Back in real life, they go to the student council room and she starts comparing the photographs of all the friend groups on the wall to the files of the students who have died. And she's looking at them with her cameraman kind of giving advice, and she knows there's something weird about it, but she can't put her finger on it. So we cut back to the past in 2012. The lovebirds are watching the film footage. So this is Senyu and Taechuan. Also, he tells her the real myth of what happened to the girl on the bridge. It wasn't that she committed suicide, it's that she waited all day, and when she tried to leave, she was assaulted by 5 people. And then after that, they threw her into the water. So now we see why she's such a vengeful ghost.
Yeah.
So Senyu sees the ghost after they tell the story, and she's like, I want to go. He doesn't see it, but he's like, wow, you're freaking out. Let's go. So they run to the only place that seems natural to go, the mannequin room. So Senyu is like, what are we doing here? I don't want to go inside. And her boyfriend, Taechuan, he's like, I promise I will protect you. I'll go in first. I'll keep it safe. You stand at the door and keep watch for me, and I will go check it out first so you don't have to go in there. So he goes inside the room and he walks into the spirit world, I guess, because he like disappears from Senyu's view. So her only course of action is to go into the room, and things just get worse from there for her.
It's a mannequin room.
It's a mannequin room, and bad things happen immediately. Just as she's about to get dragged away to hell, Taechuan actually came back, and he saves her, and now they're running for their lives. We cut to the best friends who are also running for their lives downstairs. They run out a door. They're on the roof, even though they were going downstairs. There, Yu Qing has a breakdown, and she's like, I don't want to die. We never should have played that game. And the streamer, Qingshi, looks her in the eye, like best friend to best friend. She's like, I will protect you. I will get us out of here. I promise. Do you want to guess any of the twists that are about to happen?
Is it somebody possessed? Yeah, that's my guess.
Who do you think is possessed?
Girl who promises that everything's going to be okay?
The streamer girl.
Okay.
Best friend streamer girl is possessed. Okay. Because 3 things are about to happen. After she promises she's going to keep her safe, she gets to work. She starts checking the roof. Oh, the ghost pushed her off the roof. She's out of here.
What?
And so then the ghost, working fast, drowns her best friend, Yu Qing, in the water barrel on top of the roof. But somehow Qingshi survives, messed up but alive. She tries to walk out of where she was thrown off, and she realizes she's on the bridge. Then on the bridge, she sees her now dead best friend being puppeted by the ghost. Obviously, Qingshi breaks down sobbing because she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I tried my best. I got thrown off a roof. Okay. Meanwhile, we go to the lovers who have escaped the building. They're looking for a way out, and conveniently they see Qingshi, and they start following her because she is like walking with purpose. When suddenly Taechuan, the boy, realizes they're walking towards the bridge. Puts 2 and 2 together, and he's like, nope, we're getting out of here. And Senyu gets dragged to hell. Back in the real world, the reporter realizes there were 2 bridge accidents. One on the leap year of 2012 and one on the leap year of 2016. And during that first incident, 4 students, quote, committed suicide by drowning, and one, Qingshi, disappeared until she enrolled in 2016 and did the same ritual. We have actually been watching the 2 incidents together. The lovers and the best friends were part of 2 different friend groups. You never see all of their faces in the same shot. There's just people who kind of look similar because they have like college outfits.
Yeah, because everyone's a student.
But Qingshi died in 2016 because her body was found with 5 other students.
Okay.
But there were 6 students that I listed off to you.
Mm-hmm.
She sees, oh, the photographer of this friend group that has Qingshi in it in the mirror is my photographer. It's the cameraman who's been here the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
And the cameraman's like, I'm so sorry, 5 people have to die. I've worked too hard for this. Ties her up, leaves her on the floor. We go back to the past. How did this happen? Techuan. He's on the bridge and he's begging possessed Qingshi to let his girlfriend go. Qingshi is like, absolutely not. I'm going to make this girl kill herself. She does. And Techuan's like, well, there's nothing else I can do at this point. He runs, pursued by the ghost until she finally corners him. And he begs her for his life, to which Qingshi says that, like, actually, it's easier if you die because she's been haunted by the death of her, like, 4 friends ever since that day. But the ghost offers him an ultimatum, and the ghost is like, yo, you can kill Qingshi, and then you can take her place as a ghost avatar, which he does.
Mm-hmm.
So then at the end, we see him setting up his camera, telling 5 new students to do the ritual and for realism for the documentary to count. And he smiles and the cycle continues.
So I was kind of right.
You were right.
Yes.
There's so many twists in this one. It's so good. Everybody should go watch it. Oh my God. I love this movie. Oh, there is an after credit scene though where he comes back. The reporter doesn't die. And he comes back and he's like, I'm going to need your help to break this curse. Cut to black.
I'm almost really impressed, even if it's a scary movie,
Mm-hmm.
when they successfully pull off a twist that really just messes you up.
Let alone more than one.
Mm-hmm. I always appreciate those.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, glad.
Yeah.
And I might not want to watch this movie anyway because I'm scared of ghosts.
This one will mess
But
you
I
up.
appreciate that
Yeah.
was well done.
The ghost is really scary. This director does a really good job of like slowly revealing the ghost. So at the beginning, all you see is like hands and feet. And then slowly throughout the movie, we see like more and more of her until like at the end. This ghost is just like popping out left and right and like grabbing people. You see her nasty little face. You see her whole little like drowned thing, her bad wig. She's like, wow, it's me. My eyeballs are popping out of my head. She sucks. But yeah, it's a good reveal.
But this kind of ghost, the vengeance ghost, right, exists in a lot of cultures around the world. If someone's like messed up really, really badly, then they're gonna come back and be really mad.
There is a specific name for it in Japanese mythology, which is relevant because Taiwan actually has a significant overlap with Japan thanks to colonialization. But this kind of ghost is called an onryo. And they, by like a large margin, are women, the wronged woman, particularly if something like what actually happened to that poor girl. Then you come back and you enact vengeance, obviously upon everybody who hurt you, but then like in repeating cycles until ideally something can be done to fix the problem. It's implied that like that seal had locked her away. Qingshi says something like, I never should have like picked that up. But it was truly an accident. Like she was just like investigating, was like, oh, I think there's something stuck under. Oh, no. And like once it's got, you can't just put it back.
Nope. You can't replace it.
You need the priest. But the priest is not coming here. He was like in the video yelling at everyone to get out. So would you recommend this movie to someone, and how scary would you rate it after only having heard this?
Well,
no.
So I would rank it pretty high up, especially Mannequin Room. Are you serious?
Oh yeah, and they come alive. They obviously they come alive. They do
that's
the like
right.
when you look at them they freeze, but when you don't, they do the scuttling towards you.
Right. The jump scares are very, very well done. And the creep factor.
Yeah.
The dread, the anxiety. So I would highly recommend it. I'd maybe rank it at an 8 or a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. I don't remember where I ranked the last one. I feel like I would put this one at a 6. I really liked what they did with a lot of this. The last one that we watched, I felt like it was kind of like a greatest hits compilation for like, this is what ghosts do. But in this one, like it felt really like genuine. Like for example, in the mannequin room, they have this like very cool moment where like there's a mannequin standing in the window with a plastic bag over her head and it looks like a bridal veil. Right. So you see like even these little things kind of get tied together into like the ghost. So a lot of these things that are greatest hits, like, oh, the ghost is on the ceiling. Oh, she's like pulling you out of water. There's hair everywhere. It doesn't feel as like cheap or recycled because it's always in conjunction with things we know about the ghost. So I highly recommend this. I already recommended it today to like 2 people. I want to watch the sequel.
It is on Netflix, I think.
It's on Netflix. Yeah. People should go watch this movie because there's just a lot. Also, I'm going to have to edit it out. So I probably edited out at least 1 or 2 really good scares, which I'm going to leave this part in so people know just how much there is left to go see. Next week, we're going to take a break from good movies. Sorry, I mean scary movies. And what are you going to tell me about, Michelle?
Abyssal spider.
Woo! Because I hate spiders. So join us next week here at Radio Taiwan International on Tales of Our Time to hear about Abyssal Spider. We'll see you next time.